So let's begin by settling the body, adopting a stable, comfortable, upright position, serviceable for meditation. So we think about keeping our feet flat and our back straight, torso open, hands in the lap, right over left, with the palms upturned and the thumbs gently touching. Our eyes are gently closed or slightly open, making sure we let in enough light to remain alert. Try to maintain an awareness of not slouching, not leaning. Also let go of any unnecessary tension or rigidity in the body, relaxing into a stable, comfortable, upright position, just allowing the body to fall into place. Then we begin to let go of attending to the outside world, allowing sights and sounds to be as they are without investigation, constraining our awareness just to the body and mind. And begin to concentrate that awareness in the present by attending closely to the physical sensation of the air as it moves into and back out of the tip of the nostrils. Giving yourself the instruction to notice quickly when anything other than that one physical sensation is arising in the mind, and then without judgment or frustration, to lift your awareness up from those distractions and to place it gently but firmly again and again on the breath. And when the mind feels more calm, we'll generate a broad, altruistic motivation for our time. So take a moment to cultivate the view of oneself as being the recipient of kindness that is flowing toward you from all other sentient beings. Seeing yourself as the recipient of this vast interconnected web of kindness. Thinking of all of the ways in which you yourself benefit from the activity of others. How you have benefited in the past, how you're benefiting presently and how you will benefit in the future. Recognizing that everything that we have, that we enjoy, that we know, every skill, every ability, every piece of knowledge, and even one's own good qualities, one's patience, one's compassion, loving kindness, generosity, one's ethics, are all completely dependent upon others. So one's happiness is dependent upon others. The temporal and ultimate sources of happiness, contentment, depend upon how we relate to others. And thinking in that way, generate the wish to repay that kindness. Thinking that these kind sentient beings suffer over and over without choice. Wanting to lead sentient beings to a state beyond suffering, a state of perfect peace, which will depend upon transforming my own mind, cultivating virtuous states of mind, separating myself from the influence of destructive states of mind, becoming wish fulfilling for sentient beings. And take that as the purpose of our time. And with that motivation, since over the weekend Venerable Rabina taught extensively on karma, how we would contemplate applying the four outlines of karma into our own lives. So the first outline of karma is that karma is definite, that there is a definite correlation between the energy that's present in the mind when we undertake an action of body, speech, or even mind, and the experiences that result from laying down those karmic seeds. So the Buddha says if one speaks or acts with an impure mind, suffering follows. If one speaks or acts with a pure mind, happiness follows. This first outline underscores the importance of checking our motivation, understanding even what is our motivation. So think back in your own life. Think of times when you do sometimes engage in unskillful actions, using harsh speech, being deceptive, perhaps taking the life of an insect, an animal, perhaps having in the past appropriated someone else's property. Think of these times. Try to get a sense of what was present in the mind. What precipitated these actions? What kind of energy is common when these destructive actions arise? Think too of times when you acted skillfully, when you acted to protect the life of an insect or animal. You acted out of a sense of loving kindness or compassion, or generosity or patience. You took time, energy, effort to try to benefit another sentient being. And again, try to, in thinking of several examples, think of what preceded those actions. What kind of energy was present in the mind? And having seen in one's own experience the difference between a kind of narrow, tight, self centered mind that gives rise to negative actions and the expansive, connected mind that gives rise to positive actions, we can hypothesize that the only possible result of these minds is correlated to that energy. So I think I myself want to be happy. I myself want to avoid suffering. So I should do my very best to avoid negativities. Try to engage in as many positive actions as possible. Try to focus your mind on that determination. And the second outline of karma is that both positive and negative karmic seeds, once they have been laid down in the mind, they increase over time, meaning that the result from that karmic seed can be much larger than the initial action itself. In the Dhammapada, the Buddha says, even a tiny negative deed can cause great ruin and trouble in the world that lies beyond, like a poison that has entered the body. And even small, meritorious acts bring happiness to future lives, accomplishing a great purpose, like seeds becoming bounteous crops. So we can think that in this verse we are being asked to be vigilant, to try to avoid even small negativities, and also to look for opportunities to engage in even small virtuous activities. So try to think back over the last week or two. Are there small negativities that you can identify that seem to repeat themselves? Can you try to give rise to a determination to work on those? And also, what small acts of virtue can you commit to trying to incorporate into your life? Try to think along this line and come to some determination. And then when you're ready, we'll come back together. We'll finish the remaining two next week. So now we'll dedicate to recollect your altruistic motivation and think that by having engaged in this contemplation, you've actualized that motivation which has generated positive energy in your mind. And think that you freely offer the fruit of your practice, that positive energy for the benefit of all sentient beings, without exception. Thinking strongly when this positive energy ripens, may it serve as a cause and condition to eliminate war and conflict, poverty, famine, disease, disasters, all painful inner and outer conditions. May it fully ripen the minds of all sentient beings. May they quickly meet perfect teachers and arise in the state of full enlightenment. May I too achieve the state of enlightenment so that I might work for the benefit of all sentient beings perfectly. May any obstacles facing the Guru's long life be completely dispelled. And may I and all sentient beings in this moment come under the joyful care and guidance of enlightened beings. May we be guided and protected until we swiftly achieve that state of enlightenment. Thank you.